Conducting a mid-year or quarterly employee performance review can boost performance. I'll talk about the steps to do that in this video. Hello, I'm Stephen Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and human relations in the workplace. Many companies insist that their leaders and managers conduct annual performance reviews. However, those can be ineffective because it's too long a period to wait 1 year to give feedback or to let people know how they're doing on the job. Doing it more often puts you in a position to let people know where they stand in terms of their performance and then agree on performance improvements. Why wait a year to do that? Think about bowling. You get instant access to how you scored. But with employees, sometimes they don't know how they're doing. They may think they're doing well, but unless they're being told and evaluated and given a scorecard, how do they know? So the first step in doing a performance review, and this obviously could apply for an annual review or a mid-year, quarterly, the first thing is to schedule it and let the person know what the date is and what it's about. Then when you get to the meeting, you want to put them at ease. It can be stressful to come into a performance review, especially if you haven't been doing it regularly. So the person may not know what to expect. Maybe you don't even know what to expect. You also want to explain the purpose of the meeting, put it in a positive tone, that you want to help them improve and you want to improve as well as a leader manager, build the relationship. Now, some companies have structure and they already have established protocols for doing employee reviews with specific criteria. But you don't really need that. All you really need is a role description. So if you don't have a role description, now would be a good time to do it because you need some criteria in order to evaluate, give appraisal, and having it written out in a role description, what are the responsibilities and the tasks, you could use that as a basis for evaluation. I'll put a link to that in the description of this video and right here. You could check out another video and articles where I explain how to do that. So you look at the responsibilities and tasks and you can then evaluate them on a scale of 1 to 10. Have the employee evaluate them how they think they're doing. You do the same, and then you compare notes. And if you have gaps in perception, you discuss why. This way you both get onto the same page. Once you do that, you identify what are the biggest opportunities for improvement, and then you discuss a goal or steps to take for that improvement. Now, you also want to make sure that you identify the support, the coaching the employee requires to achieve those improvements, because if they're not meeting the expectations, then what's the gap and what support and coaching do they require? You can also in this session discuss career objectives, training and development needs, and set some objectives or goals for that as well. Next, you want to summarize what are the commitments both the employee and yourself want to take towards that performance improvement. Then you want to set a date for any coaching or training you need to provide. And finally, summarize everything, set a date for a follow-up session, whether it's in 3 months or 6 months. You want to make sure that that's in your calendar so that you keep this process going and you don't wait another year or even longer. So go ahead and take action, schedule that in your calendar. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. There's one recommended for you right now. Subscribe if you're not already. Leave a comment. Let me know of topics that you'd like me to cover, and I'd be happy to do so. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk again soon.